Greetings, class. Welcome to today's English lesson. Today, we will be discussing the question and answers of the chapter, The Fun They Had. So, first of all, we have been given with an activity. Calculate how many years and months ahead from now Margie's diary entry is. So, when we started reading the chapter, there was a date which was given, and using that date, I think all of you can easily calculate that how many years and months ahead from now Margie's diary entry is. Now let's get started with the questions. Dear students, please remember that this video is there only for giving you hints and you have to write the answers yourselves. Okay? So let's get started. Answer these questions in a few words or a couple of sentences each. It means that the length of the answer should not be more than 1 or 2 lines. That's it. The first question is, how old are Margie and Tommy? I think this is very much clear to all of you that how old are they. You can easily write the number. Then getting on to the next question. What did Margie write in her diary? So, what was the thing about which Margie wrote in her diary? You have to mention that thing, okay? You have to mention that thing which Margie wrote in her diary. Next question. Had Margie ever seen a book before? You all have very much understood that they are in the future, and you can easily answer this question if you think the year in which they are and how they are studying, how are their classes going on. Next question. What things about the book did she find strange? Now in this question you can simply tell the things she found strange, means which were unusual, which were not common. Okay, strange means ajeeb. So you have to tell those things which she found strange about the book. Next question. What do you think a telebook is? So in this question you have to describe a telebook in your own words. Very in the daily assignments which we have done, I think we have covered this and you can easily answer this question. Where was Margie's school? Did she have any classmates? So again, on the basis of the chapter reading, this is also a very easy question, that where was it located, where was the point where she used to go to study, this is what you have to tell, and the place where she was studying in, you have to tell whether she had any classmates or not. So this is also very simply you can answer. What subjects did Margie and Tommy learn? So here in a simple line, what you can do is you can answer that on the basis of their classes, what were they taught in the classes. This is what you have to tell. Okay, and this is also another very easy question. If still you have any doubts regarding it, please contact me. Okay, so the first part and these entire 7 questions you have to do in your English fair notebook. Now next part. Second, answer the following with reference to the story. So these questions you don't have to do in your fair notebook. You just have to do these in your book. Okay, so let's get to the first question. I wouldn't throw it away. Who says these words? What does it refer to? What is it being compared with by the speaker? So the first 2 questions, they are self-explanatory. If Even if then you are unable to find the answer, don't worry, just go ahead and read the chapter once more. You'll get the answers. Now, the third question, what is it being compared with by the speaker? Here you have to mention that thing that is being used to draw the comparison. Compare किस चीज़ के साथ किया जा रहा है, that object you have to tell. Okay. Next part. Sure, they had a teacher, but it wasn't a regular teacher, it was a man. Who does they refer to? Very simply, you know who does they refer to. What does regular mean here? So regular, in this question you don't have to tell the meaning of regular, okay, exact meaning of regular. No, you have to tell that in this line, but it wasn't a regular teacher. Okay, so you have to tell what is regular here. Okay, what is the thing which is considered regular in the time when Margie and Tommy, they are students. That regular you have to write. Next question, what is it contrasted with? Okay, first of all, I'd like to tell you the meaning of contrasted. Contrasted means comparing using the difference between two things. Okay, here you are not comparing on the basis of an analogy. Like in analogy the things are the same, but in contrast the things, they are different. Comparison is done on the basis of the difference, not on the basis of similarity. So this is what contrasted means. So now you have to tell that with which thing it has difference. Okay, with which things it has difference, and you then there is your answer. Next part, answer each of these questions in a short paragraph, about 30 words. So you all have to do these questions in your notebook. Okay, these 8 questions you have to do in your English Fair notebook. Now let's get to the questions. What kind of teachers did Margie and Tommy have? You can very simply just tell the teachers who were teaching Margie and Tommy, and you can write your answer that, because it is given in 30 words, you can write your answers in 3 to 4 lines, maximum 5 lines. That's it, not more than that. Please follow the word limit, otherwise you will just end up wasting your time. Next question, why did Margie's mother send for the county inspector? Now you have to give the reason that why the county inspector was called by Margie's mother. The reason is very much out there, it is very much clear. Let's get to the next question. What did he do? Now you have to tell what did the county inspector do when he came to Margie's home and he did what he was supposed to do. Okay, that's what you have to tell. Okay, please don't give unnecessary details about the county inspector. Okay, you just have to tell what did he do. Why was Margie doing badly in geography? What did the county inspector do to help her? Now this question has 2 parts. So simply in one line, firstly you can give the reason that why Margie was doing badly, and then you can write about what were the efforts which were made by the county inspector. Okay, he did a few things when he comes into the story, right? So when he came into the story, he did a few things. You have to tell those things only. Please ensure that you don't write a very long answer. Next question, what had once happened to Tommy's teacher? So this is a very specific point, and I think all of you must be remembering this, that what was the one thing which happened to Tommy's teacher, and it is the same thing which Margie was also expecting to happen with her teacher. Okay, this is the thing which you have to tell. Did Margie have regular days and hours for school? This is simply a yes and no question. You can just answer in yes and no. If so, why? So, if your answer is yes, then you have to give the reason that if if Margie had regular days and hours for school, why there were regular days and hours. Okay, this is just you have to answer. Again, another simple question. How does Tommy describe the old kind of school? Now, here, from the viewpoint of Tommy, you have to describe the old kind of school, what he thinks about the old kind of school, how he feels about the old kind of school, how he compares them to the future schools, to the schools in which Margie and Tommy were studying. Okay, you have to do it as per Tommy. So if you're confused, please just read the book, read the chapter. You will get to the part where Tommy is describing the old kind of school, and there will be your answer. Next question. How does he describe the old kind of teachers? So, in his statement, he has not only described the school, but he has also described the teachers. Okay, so please make sure that you answer these two questions separately. That when when you are describing that how Tommy described the old kind of school, you write just about the school and you don't write about the teachers. In the next question, what you have to do, you have to write about the teachers. Okay, please see to that. All right, next part. Answer each of these questions in 2 or 3 paragraphs, 100 to 150 words. 100 to 150 words means that this answer you can frame in 10 to 15 lines. 5 lines for each paragraph, and you can frame your answer in 10 to 15 lines. Okay, please follow the word limit. It is very essential, children, otherwise you will waste your time and you will make the same mistake in examination room also, and wasting your time is a mistake that one should never commit while in the examination room. All right, so let's start. What are the main features of the mechanical teachers and the schoolrooms that Margie and Tommy have in their story? Okay, so now you have to tell every point about the mechanical teachers, and then you have to tell every point about the schoolrooms that Margie and Tommy have. This here we are not talking about past. Okay, we are not talking about the schools in which Tommy's great great grandfather used to study. No, we are talking about the schools and the schoolrooms and the teachers who are teaching Margie and Tommy. Okay, so please just maintain your focus, and simply in one paragraph you can tell about the mechanical teachers of Margie and Tommy, and then in the another paragraph you can answer about the the schoolrooms of Margie and Tommy. Okay, you can tell every component, you can tell everything which is there, you can tell every function. Like this, you have to slowly and steadily explain it. And please make sure that you stick to your question. Please don't get distracted and add anything that is irrelevant. All right, let's move to the next question. Why did Margie hate school? I think by now all of you must have memorized the answer to this question by heart, because we have done it a lot of times. This is no secret that why did Margie hate her school. You can answer this very easily, but still here you have to give a detailed explanation. So what you are going to do, you can tell the circumstances leading to Margie hating her school. Okay, then in the next part, why did she think the old kind of school must have been fun? So in the end, what is there that Margie, after knowing from Tommy about the school, she thinks about the school, and she thinks about the fun the children of the school they had. This is what you have to tell here. Okay, students, this is what, and you can also compare it with the kind of school in which she is going. Okay, you can compare that, and then you will get a very detailed answer of the question. All right, all right, next question. Do you agree with Margie that schools today are more fun than the school in the story? So first of all, you have to give an answer in yes or no based on your personal opinion. If you think, see, this question, it can have both the answers, yes and no. Okay, if you think no, then it is fine. If you think yes, even then it is fine. Give reasons. So you have to give reasons for your answers. What you can do while answering is, firstly you decide whether you have to answer this question in yes or no. After deciding that, you can firstly write the first paragraph about the classes, about the school rooms. Okay, and then you can write about the teachers. One more paragraph you can make, in which you can tell about the students, how they feel. Okay, so like this, in 2 or 3 paragraphs this question can be answered. Okay, simply firstly you will tell whether you agree with Margie or not. Then you have to reason, you have to give reasons. That in one paragraph, firstly you will talk about the schools, then in another paragraph you will talk about the teachers. Okay, that's it. And if you want, you can also talk about the personal emotions of the students. All right, so students, that's it for the day. Once again, I'm reminding you that you have to do the first, third and fourth part questions. If you have any doubts, please feel free to contact me. That's it for the day. Goodbye.